everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'll be using the platform called Anytask and putting through some orders so I can get stuff back. So I'll just do a really quick overview of Anytask so you kind of get the idea of who they are and what they do. So Anytask is a platform that has a lot of freelancers on there that you pay like as little as $1 to do a digital task, such as making a logo, doing marketing services for you. It could even be like just doing copyright. It could be so many different things. They have so many things. I'll show you in a moment what sort of things they have. So yeah, you pay someone to do a task for you, give them like a description of what you want, and then they deliver the task within the certain time frame they have listed. There's also 100% payment protection, and there's over 15,000 professional freelancers and support 24/7. Anytask is also very inclusive and is available in 23 different languages and counting. Anytask also helps many sellers that don't have access to a bank account, so you're also helping financial inclusion. Alright, let's go see what I've done. So I already have a logo. I already have all those basic things. I was tempted to just like see what people came up with and just chuck in, you know, a brief for a logo anyway, or maybe to touch mine up. So I've decided I actually wanted a banner for my markets. I've seen a couple other store holders have them and I thought that was really cool. So I already have like a banner that goes to the back of my store. I saw one for the front and it's like a big one. I'm not sure if I really want it or if it's just something that, you know, I could want. I don't know. So what I've done is I wrote up a brief, so like a description of what I wanted, what I expected. I also included a heap of photos. So I included a photo of my inspiration, which was Pooch & Co. So I really like their banner, modern and just clean looking. So I liked it. I also added a heap of photos for people to like get creative with. Alright, so these are the photos I used. So I pretty much just got my logo sort of pack that I have. So I purchased my logo from someone. I like put some hand one in and I put some like collage ones in. I didn't want to put me in. I decided because I thought that'd be weird. And then I've got like photos of me making the scrunchies, photos of me in my hair, that sort of stuff. So I got a heap of different photos. I could only add I think 10 to like the task. I'm pretty sure you'll probably be able to send different ones though, because they have the option to send JPEGs in the messages when you're messaging them. So if you forgot one or you need to add extra, I'm sure you could do that. Alright, so this is Anytask. It's set to AUD, but it probably won't be when you make an account. It does say tasks starting from $1, and that is true. There is so many tasks that are like only $1. They're really cheap. Alright, so there's so many different tasks you can do. As I said, I already have a logo, so I decided not to go with that idea. I was going to do that for this video and just see what they came up with. So they have different sorts of logos, heaps of different sorts of logos. Business cards and stationery, so if you wanted, you know, someone to make you a business card or like thank you card. They have like a heap of photo editing, retouching stuff, so many different design things. So what I went with was signage design to make the banner. So many, and that's just one tab. There's also like stuff for marketing, writing and translations, photography, into the one I used, which was signage. My prices that I did were in USD, so these I think were the two that I got. So I ended up getting 3 different types. I got a $5 one, a $10 one, and a $30 one, just to see like the sort of difference. So as you can see, there's so many different options on here. Still really cheap, and there was cheaper ones than $5, which was crazy. All were delivered less than 48 hours. One of them was delivered within like 6 hours. He messaged me straight away and inquired, double checked what sort of thing I wanted, make sure he was on the right track. $30 one also did that. I don't think the $10 one did that. And what I might do is actually chuck it on my iPad so I can annotate them. Another thing you can do is you can actually speak to the designer and get them to change stuff you don't particularly like, or if it's like not perfect to you, so you can actually do revisions. That's what I'm going to sort of annotate right now and do like revisions. You can definitely request to get things changed. Some of them only have like, you know, 3 revisions, so you know, if you don't like the layout of something, or if you don't like the font, all that sort of stuff, and tell them. And then if they come back and you still, maybe the font's just a smidge too big still, or a smidge too small, you can get them to change that. Alright, so these are my 3 that came up. I'm going to start with the cheapest one first. So this one was the $5 USD one. So what he came up with was quite nice to start off with. I'm going to chuck this in Procreate so we can play around with it. Okay, so looking at this one was literally the $5 USD one. So the first thing that I'd probably get them to change is probably this part, because it's doubled up. Like, there's two of them right there. So I don't really like that. But then again, I'd probably like maybe keep this one, get him to blow it up to this size, just because that's my actual like logo. I want the circle in there, and I like how small like the made by part is compared to the NDS part, S214, because I just want like the Taylah Rose part. These were good, but I sort of wanted them to be different fonts. So for the revision, I like this font. I really do like this font. I think it's nice and clean. But maybe this part here, like on the Pooch & Co one, it was just like a different font. Same with this one, like a slogan. Also, I did ask for like a QR code, so I feel like that could have gone somewhere. But I did say that was optional, so I feel like that would be cool too. This, yeah, because that part I didn't really want. I wanted a QR code. I didn't want my link tree there. I think this part I personally probably should have changed. Like, I should have maybe tried to like make it shorter, so it's not such a big blob of information. I just wanted to make sure people knew what they were purchasing. Like people don't read, honestly. And it's not to say that they probably won't even read this, even if I were to make one, if they don't read the signs already. I do have on all my signs like what the elastic is best for. I have it on my website, but still people don't read that all the time. And if you're watching this and you have no idea who I am, I make scrunchies, and I make specific scrunchies for normal to thick hair. But I also offer thin elastic scrunchies for like all hair types, so like to include the extreme end of like thick hair or the finer hair. Okay, but other than that, I really like this part at the top. I think that looks really nice and frames it. I don't know about the photos down the bottom. Like, the photos down the bottom are always, I don't know, because I don't know how to display it. Maybe like maybe just the pink one to just go the full way, because I don't know if I like this one. I don't even know if I sent him that one, so he might have gone onto my website to find that one, like my Instagram actually, which is good, because like at least he was trying to yeah, get more stuff. But yeah, I'm thinking probably that one, because I like the pink and I don't really like the colors too much. But yeah, other than that, I think it is very clear. All this stuff here is clear. My name's clear. But yeah, I'd probably just change this part somehow. Like, I probably maybe take out some information and get him to do different sized fonts. So try and make stuff a bit more jumpy outy. Yeah, overall, I was really happy with this one. Like, it was only $5, and like it had all the information I wanted on there. Those are the things I would request to change. Alright, so next one is this one. This was the $10 USD one. For starters, this photo here, it's sideways. But other than that, yeah, I don't know if I like the photo like this. Like, it's cool like this, but I don't know, it's just not what I was wanting. And to say that, I don't know what I was wanting, but yeah, it just wasn't 100%. But out of all the three, I actually did prefer this. Like, I did prefer the layout of these photos. I thought it was the photos that they chose were really nice colors. They complemented each other. As for like the whole in general, I think the design's cute, and it probably would go with my brand and everything, but I don't know, it's just, I don't think it's for me. So start off with, we've got the fonts. I'd change the fonts straight away, but I do like how they've separated it. So I like how, you know, up here is different to here, and I like how here is different to here. But I'm not a fan of any of the fonts. I'm a fan of this. I like how my logo's up there, like it's straight away, you can see it. I like how they included the QR code, so that's really cool. They also included all of my details, which is really good too. Yeah, I'd probably, yeah, the fonts are like really, yeah, they're not doing it for me at all though. But I like the layout of this one. Like it's nice how it's, you know, yeah, this is parts over there because of this little thing here. I don't know, it looks pleasing to the eye. And I don't know, yeah, as I said, this part here is probably like my favorite layout of the photos. I just don't know what to do with my photos. Because I do want photos on there, yeah, I'm not too sure about how I want them displayed. But yeah, if I was to get anything changed, it would definitely be the fonts throughout the whole lot. And probably the colours too. I don't know if I like the purple font. I definitely don't like that colour font. That colour writing. Yeah, that one there. I'll change. The purple's not too bad, but also it's a bit off-brand for me because I don't actually have anything purple. This pink that I used was actually the exact pink that I've been using. Even though it's not meant to be the pink I've been using, it is the pink I've been using. And I do like that colour, but maybe a little bit more pastel-y. So yeah, that's probably the things that I would change. So the fonts, definitely that photo there to make it the other way around. Yeah, I think the photos they chose are really nice. Those ones, and it's just a screenshot, sorry. But I quite like it. I don't know if I like the font here. I don't know, I'm very picky with fonts. I like the $5 font one. That one was really nice. But what I do love is that they highlighted stuff. So, you know, they bolded, you know, all my that stuff there. I love this. This is exactly what I wanted, that stuff there. So like I love that how they've done uppercase like this. They also up here had my banner like with the florals, which I really liked. So this is like a little bit bigger than what I've screenshotted. And they also sent me like a real massive file too, and I couldn't view it on my phone, so that's why I screenshotted it, because they sent me a JPEG as well. I like my logo. I think that's a really nice size. I love how they did like underneath here. See how it's like got my stuff? Yeah, I thought that was a really nice touch. And they've also got my slogan. I actually realized that they have changed what I've said a little bit. They've just changed it up a little bit, which is nice. Like they've, you know, broken bits up and stuff. They've chosen some nice photos. Again, that one there, I'm pretty sure I did not send them. Yeah, no, I definitely did not send them that one. And it probably doesn't go with, you know, because these are all pinks and like beige colours. So that one I'd probably get them to change. Okay, sorry, this is the photo I was meant to use. So this is the full lot. I love this. This is great. I love how it's like blacked out and it's not coloured. And it has like all my information. And I also love how they also included the scan me part. I feel like the scan me part should go somewhere else though. Now that I'm just sitting here thinking about it, because who's gonna bend down that far? It should be like at, you know, average height for like a phone. But yeah, I like how they included the scan me. The scan me just takes them to my link tree that will take them everywhere else. I think this is really cute too. It's quite on brand. My first ever logo was very similar to this. It was like, yeah, it was like one of these sort of things. Oh my god, I can't even do it. But yeah, it was very similar to that. But I had to get rid of it because I wasn't sure where it came from, and yeah, I didn't want to get like in trouble. I do miss it though. It was like a cute little logo. Yeah, as you can see, they've added all this up the top, which is really nice. So this one's actually my favorite one. And I think it looks great. It's just probably, I'd change the font here. I'd probably try and move the QR code somewhere else without, or get rid of it completely. I don't know. I could get rid of it because, yeah, maybe down the bottom might be too annoying for people to bend down that far. And I don't think it would match anywhere up here, sort of thing. But yeah, I really like the information here. It's just maybe a little bit harder to read than some of the others. And I could probably take a little bit of information out. But yeah, I don't know about the font. As you can tell, I'm a bit I'm a bit picky with the fonts. But yeah, I love this. I like this. I love this. I love this. I think this is great. I love the background. I love how it's like faded as well. Faded is awesome. Awesome. That was meant to be a tick, not a cross. I'm not 100% with the hexagons, but it is an option. I could probably see what other things they could come up with in terms of the photos, like what other ideas. Yeah, I don't know what to do with the photos. I don't know. If anyone else has any ideas, let me know, because yeah, that's my fault, because I don't know what I want with the photos. But yeah, those are the things that I would, if I was making them do revisions, change, and I'm sure they'll come back with like the perfect thing, because it's always hard when, you know, what I have in my head, I can't just like transfer it over to someone else straight away. So I think they all did an amazing job with the brief. They all came back with very similar, like, they obviously read the brief right, because, and I obviously wrote it right. They all came back with such similar concepts. Probably the only one that wasn't very similar was the $10 one, but that's because they did the colours. And I did mention in my brief sort of thing that, you know, colour is optional, but if you do colour, I would like it more pastel-y. Also with the $30 one, they actually sent me two different types. So they sent me one without the flowers in the background, and they also sent me one that was like a light pink completely. But I do prefer this one. I love the flowers in the background. I thought that was a really nice touch, and just made it look more professional. And I also like how it's white. It's just very on brand, because I already have, you know, my big white sign. But yeah, so that's probably what I'll choose, and I'll just get them to revise those sort of things, and maybe I would Google some more banners and see how people are displaying their photos, because yeah, I'm not sure how to display them. Like the hexagon's cute, but I don't know. When I see hexagons, I think of bees, you know. But I also like how they've outlined the hexagons with the pink in the $30 one. Alright, so validated all of those photos. As you can tell, I'm very picky. But I was, yeah, very impressed with all of them, considering like how cheap they were and like how quick they were. But I definitely think it's worth having a look at more than one like seller as well. Like if you have like a budget to like just do a couple, because as you can see, even though they all have very similar concepts, because I like made them the brief, they were all very distinctly different. Especially, yeah, between the $10 and $30 one, there were very different design types. Overall, it was really good experience. They were super quick, very communicative, and just wanted to make sure that they'll do exactly what I wanted. You can definitely make it happen with anytask.com. Hi guys, it's Taylah from the future. So I decided to actually go back and ask for some revisions from my favourite designer. And this is what he came up with. So I did ask for the exact same stuff that I already went through. I pretty much just asked for different fonts. So I wanted the font to be changed. I wasn't sure about this picture, so we did a few different variations. I also wasn't sure about the QR code, because having it right down the bottom was no good. So we tried a few different placements as well. And we also just changed around some of the bottom pieces just to make it look more natural, like centered. So yeah, there wasn't a lot to change. So yeah, the QR code down the bottom wasn't going to work, and I didn't like the fonts here. So we changed all that. Pretty much it was just the fonts and the photos that we changed. Oh, and we got rid of that photo right there, because I really did not like that photo. And here's what we came up with. So this one here was the final. Someone's already pointed out to me that I talked about myself in first person and third person. Wrong way around, but you get what I mean. First person and third person, but oh well. I never said I was an English major. So it is a little bit higher now, which is good. It's still easy to scan, and all this is like in the middle. So yeah, it just looks so much better, I reckon. I still wasn't 100% sure on the photos, but I couldn't figure out how to do the photos anyway, so that would have just worked out for me. And of course I also got it printed by Vistaprint, and they shipped it within like 2 days. I received it, I think I ordered it Wednesday and received it by Friday, and I took it to my market on the weekend, and here it is at the market. As you can see, it's massive. It was so much bigger than I thought it was going to be, but that was okay. I think it still looks so great, and I got so many compliments about it. I just need to be really careful about where I use it at what markets because of the wind and rain factor. The day that I chose to use it was perfect weather, so I just thought I'd quickly pop in and say that before uploading this video, that I did eventually actually get it made, and I'm really happy with it. So if you wanted to try this out for yourself, you can have a look at the link in my bio and have a look at Anytask. There's so many different designers on there. I also include the person that I went through, and that is this person on screen right now. As I mentioned before, I think it was around $40, and yeah, it was just so cheap, just so easy, and it was really high quality design. And then I also went through Vistaprint. I got the premium vinyl, I'm not sure what the difference is, and yeah, and I got express shipping, but yeah, it came in 2 days and it is really good quality. But yeah, back to the video. Okay, so that's pretty much the end of this video. I would also like to thank Anytask for sponsoring this video. Definitely go check them out. Have a look if anything on their website can help you, because there's seriously so many different options and they range from all different price ranges. My favorite one was the more expensive one. I think, yeah, I just think that they went a little bit, you know, above and beyond sort of thing compared to the other two, which is fair enough because it was more expensive. And even then, it's not even expensive, like really, it's $30, like obviously USD, but still 30 bucks, and like they designed the whole thing, and it includes revisions. Like it's great, it's such good value, and it was like delivered within just over 24 hours. So it was so quick. But yeah, if you watched all this video, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye!